In this video, I want to talk about second species counterpoint. First, I'm going to talk a little bit about first species. And first species is note against note. So we have whole notes in the cantus firmus, the bass, and whole notes in the top voice. And we're going to use consonances. So we have fifths and octave, perfect consonances, and thirds and sixths, imperfect consonances. So that's first species counterpoint. But in second species, we introduce half notes on the top voice. So it will be okay. So, and then we have a strong beat, which is the first one everyone clings together, and then we have the weak beats. Okay, and on the weak beats we were allowed to use dissonances, which in our case is seconds, fourths, and sevenths. So when we play those notes, we have to resolve them. We can't leap, or we have to use stepwise motion to resolve them. So for example, if I play a sixth, and go up to a 7, this is also considered oblique motion. So one voice stays at the same place, the other moves, okay? Seventh, and then we have to resolve it with stepwise motion. So in our case now we only have to go, the only thing we can do is go up or back again. And this will be considered a neighbor note. And this stepwise motion. And then we also have to, on the strong beats, we always have to use consonances. And in our case, we're just going to focus on sixth. Because if you focus too much on imperfect consonances and perfect consonants at the same time, it can be a little bit confusing. Because imperfect consonances, when we play with those, we can use all the different motions, which are oblique motion, counter motion, parallel motion, and similar motion, without focusing too much on the rules. So now we can use dissonances on offbeat. But we have to resolve them stepwise, so we can use a stepwise motion or neighbor note. But if we are on the consonants, on the strong beat or weak beat, we can use leaps. So there, third, fifth. So I jumped up the third from the fifth, and then stepwise back again. And there I jumped. But now we can also use jump on the second beat or the weak beats. So for example, if on the weak beats, we can use dissonances or consonances. And practicing neighbor notes is one of the most fun things that I like, because they're very pretty to jump around. And if we focus on imperfect consonances, you only have one option. If you, for example, play this sixth, and I go down and back again, then we only have a third we can go to. And if I play a third on this note, I play a neighbor note, I go to a sixth. So I only play thirds and sixths I jump to, so. But they sound very pretty. So that's the way you can practice it. Just play a third or a sixth, and then you jump from a sixth to a third, or a third to a sixth. And you can also use different, I don't always have to go up, I can play a third an octave down, which creates a tenth, or using different ranges is also very pretty. But if you start with the close harmony and then expand on to wider tenths, different octaves. So summarizing, we have strong beats and weak beats. Strong beats, we always have to use consonances. Weak beats, we can use consonances or dissonances. And focusing on thirds and sixths, so you can use all the different types of motion. And after that, you can focus on expanding to perfect consonances, because they're a little bit more tricky. But focusing, getting thirds and sixths under your belt, I think is important in the beginning. If you have found this video useful, please check out my Patreon, where I give private lessons also. Thank you so much for watching.